Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Ting, and I help you learn Chinese in a simple and practical way. In today's lesson, we're going to learn one of the most useful words in daily Chinese, yīnggāi. This word can mean both should and probably, depending on the situation. It's very common, but many learners get confused about how to use it correctly. I'll explain everything clearly in English with simple Chinese examples, so it's easy to follow. You can also turn on subtitles and choose your preferred language. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we've got a super useful grammar point for you. We are going to master the HSK3 auxiliary verb yīnggāi or yīnggāi.
Absolutely. And grammar really doesn't have to be a headache. We're going to keep this explainer simple, clear, and honestly, pretty fun. By the end of this, you'll be dropping this word into your everyday conversations like a total pro. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. First up, we'll look at using yīnggāi for obligation. Then, we'll tackle the negative and question forms. After that, we'll see how to use it for estimation, run through some quick practice scenarios, and finally wrap it all up.
All right, section 1. Let's talk about using this word for obligation.
The core rule here is incredibly straightforward. Yīnggāi is an auxiliary verb, and it basically just means should or ought to. You use it when you need to tell someone that a certain action is necessary or you just want to give them a really strong recommendation.
Let's put that into a real-life context. Listen to this. 我们去爬山，所以你应该穿一双运动鞋. That means we are going mountain climbing, so you should wear a pair of sports shoes.
Right. Imagine you're about to hike up a really steep, rocky trail. You definitely shouldn't be wearing sandals for that. So telling your friend to put on their sneakers is the absolute perfect time to use yīnggāi.
Exactly. Or let's say your friend is feeling sick. You'd probably tell them 你生病了，应该多休息. You are sick, you should rest more. The takeaway here? Use yīnggāi anytime you're giving solid advice or saying something is necessary.
Moving right along to section 2, negative and question forms. So how do we say should not? It's super easy. We just drop bu right in front of the word.
你不应该把这件事告诉他.
That literally means you should not tell him about this matter.
Picture someone accidentally whispering a massive secret, and their friend is just standing there, totally shocked. When you need to tell someone they made a mistake by spilling the beans, bu yīnggāi hits the nail on the head. You're saying they shouldn't have done that.
For sure. Another classic example is staying up way too late. You'd say, 你不应该熬夜. You shouldn't stay up late. Simple, right? Bu yīnggāi just means it's a bad idea.
Now, what about asking a question? In Chinese, we use that affirmative negative structure all the time to ask questions. But because yīnggāi has 2 syllables, beginners almost always ask us, wait, do I say ying bu yīnggāi or yīnggāi bu yīnggāi?
Well, we have great news for you. Both are 100% correct and sound totally natural. You can say 你觉得我应不应该把这件事告诉他? Or you can say 你觉得我应该不应该把这件事告诉他? They both mean, do you think I should tell him about this? Just go with whichever one rolls off the tongue easier for you.
Exactly. Like if you're shopping and want advice, just ask, 我应不应该买这个? Should I buy this? Don't stress the structure. Either option works perfectly when asking for advice.
Okay, section 3. This is where we use the word for estimation.
So besides obligation, yīnggāi is also used to make a really strong, educated guess. It means you reckon something is bound to be a certain way based on logic or common sense. In English, we'd say it should be, or it probably is. Let's look at how this plays out. Imagine we're standing in front of a gorgeous, ancient, traditional house. I look at the architecture and logically guess, 这个房子应该有很长的历史了吧? This house should have a long history, right?
And I'd say, 是啊，有300多年了. Yes, it's over 300 years old. Notice here, we aren't saying the house has an obligation to be old. That makes no sense. We are estimating. Based on how it looks, it logically should be super old.
Here's another perfect example. Think of a hospital. A nurse asks, 14床的病人今天好些了吧? Is the patient in bed 14 better today? And the doctor replies, 好多了，下个星期应该可以出院了. Much better. They should be able to leave the hospital next week. The doctor is estimating. Based on the patient getting better so fast, they reckon it's highly likely they'll go home next week. So remember, Use it when logic makes you confident about an outcome.
Section 4. Time to actually put this into practice. Let's see what you've got.
Here's your first prompt. 妹妹的孩子今年7岁. My younger sister's child is 7 years old this year. We need to finish this using yīnggāi and our hint 1年级, which means first grade. Take a second. Think about it. Because the kid is 7, we're making a logical estimation about their grade. So the sentence is 应该上1年级了. They should be in first grade.
Awesome. Let's do another. 没想到外面这么冷，我 I didn't expect it to be so cold outside, and your hint is 大衣 or overcoat. Put yourself in that scenario, you are freezing out in the snow. What's the best advice or obligation here? Yep, 我应该穿大衣. I should wear an overcoat.
Ready for scenario 3? Someone's been studying late into the night. Person A asks, 你搞得怎么样? How did you do on the test? Person B says, 我这次花了很多时间准备. I spent a lot of time preparing this time. And the hint is 不错, meaning not bad. Based on all that intense prep work, what is the logical estimation here? You got it. 应该不错. It should be not bad.
All right, last one. Person A asks, 你不舒服吗？要不要我带你去医院检查检查? Are you not feeling well? Do you want me to take you to the hospital for a checkup? Male host, if person B is blowing their nose, they might say, 没关系, it's fine. The hint, 感冒, to catch a cold. They've already taken medicine, so they're estimating their own condition. The answer, 我应该是感冒了. I should just have a cold. Seriously, great job working through those.
You guys did absolutely brilliantly today. Let's do a super quick recap to lock this all in.
Here is the whole explainer in a nutshell. First, we use yīnggāi for obligation, like telling someone they really should wear sports shoes. Second, the negative form is just 不应该. Third, for questions, you can use either 应不应该 or 应该不应该. And fourth, we use it for estimation, like guessing someone should be discharged from the hospital. 4 simple rules, and you've got them all down.
Learning Chinese is such an awesome journey. And honestly, you're taking massive steps forward every single day. Keep that momentum going. Next time, we are going to look at something very unique to Chinese grammar, detachable words, or 离合词.
Oh, this one is so cool. A detachable word is usually a 2-syllable verb. You can use it totally independently, or you can actually split it open and drop other words right in between the 2 syllables. It's a real game changer for making your Chinese sound incredibly native. So you definitely should, yīnggāi, feel great about today's grammar. But how exactly do you split a verb in half like a puzzle? You'll have to join us for the next explainer to find out. Happy studying!
Great job finishing today's lesson. Now you know how to use 应该 to give advice and also to express possibility in Chinese. If you'd like more personalized speaking practice and guidance, you can book a trial lesson through my Preply link in the description. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next lesson. In the next video, we'll learn 离合词, detachable words, one of the most unique grammar points in Chinese. See you next time!